Alright everybody, this is the rant and rave video of Off-Road Warehouse in Southern California. Don't go there. And I'm going to tell you why right now. So anyway, you guys know I got the BDS 2-inch leveling kit installed on my truck. Great kit overall. I think the pros outweigh the cons on this. I just posted another video right before this, talks about it. But anyway, I like it for the most part. So anyway, let's get to the brass tacks of this video, the reason why I'm making it. So let's start with, okay, first, there's a lot of negligence at this off-road warehouse place, specifically the one in El Cajon, California. Don't ever go to that one. There's a lot of, I just think that just a lot of derelicts working there. They don't really know what they're doing. The techs seem okay, but I'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, long story short, I don't know if I said it in my last video about talking about this kit, but they bumped me off the list. I had an appointment. I'd like to do things on Saturdays because it's the days I have off. I had to go back because I was having steering issues. Now, the reason why I was having steering issues, let's go look it down there. Okay, so if you know what I'm trying to look at here, I don't know if you can see with it being so dark, but anyway, alignment cams. Now, BDS calls out for this in their manual. And let me show you real quick. I think I left the manual inside my truck. And the reason why I have the manual, I'll tell you in a second here. But contents. This is the installation guide. 2-inch front spacer kit. Ford alignment cam 232681. Quantity in the kit 2. So I take it to my the off-road warehouse, and they had it for an hour and a half. Nobody came and got me in the waiting room. I was late picking up my kids from the sitter and everything because I had to go back there, and they didn't do nothing. They didn't do anything. They literally did nothing to my truck. They looked at it, and then they parked it. Mind you, my windows are sitting, all of my windows are down. It's sitting out in front. It's kind of a busy, jinky road over there in El Cajon. I mean, there's a lot of bums walking around and stuff. Who knows who's walking around. So I go out there because I'm trying to vape, quitting smoking anyway. And I noticed my truck sitting there. So I'm asking the kid, okay, he's like, oh, I was just about to look for you. Did you guys get my alignment done? He says, no. Well, why not? Because you don't have the alignment cams. And I asked him, I said, why would I have them? You didn't, and I asked him, you didn't install them? And he goes, well, they don't come in your kit. So I had to go online, showed him the BDS website. They said, well, you bought it off our website. And I go, I bought it off of your website, which then you guys had to order from BDS. So anyway, I had to show them online. They still weren't kind of getting it, and they said, well, we can install the alignment cams, but we'll get them for you and install them for $150. I said, no, you're going to do it for free, because that's the way it was supposed to be done in the first place. So they're kind of fighting me on that, which I thought was a little odd, and they seemed like a really shady store. There was another customer in there that they couldn't find the key for his lug nuts, even though they installed it, and then they said they had to break them off and charge them for new ones. And this poor kid, I was going to speak up, but I didn't want to cause any more waves than I already had in there because I wanted to get my truck done the right way. So then they tell me, okay, they're probably readily available. The ones I actually have installed in my truck now are the specialty products ones. But anyway, I had to come back. Now, wasted my time, took off of work early, still didn't get my kids in time because they failed to do... Nobody even told me that these didn't come in the kit. When I first called there, the guy said, oh, everything's in the kit. And when I go to get it installed, everyone there failed to mention that these things did not get installed in my truck, even though they're supposed to have them. And they didn't even recommend them. If the kit didn't come with them, they didn't even say anything like, hey, I suggest you get some alignment cams. So, fail. They couldn't get me in the next day, which would have been a Saturday again, because they were booked up. I said, well, why didn't you bump someone off since you bumped me off before when I had my appointment set up? The rigmarole that any dumbass is going to give you. So I went back on Monday, And when I go back there, they go, "Oh, are they expecting you?" Of course they are. I made an appointment. That's my name's in there. I still have an open ticket from Friday. A bunch of blank stares and just kind of like that dumb look that you get from people that don't know what the F they're doing. It is, I mean, I can't stand that. So I took the manual in with me, and just to make sure, I started highlighting all of the torque specs to make sure that they knew what they were looking at. They knew what things are supposed to be torqued to. And the funny thing is when I got my truck back and they took it for a drive and they said, "Oh, everything's aligned straight and true. It still tracks." And I told you, I had another video before this. It still tracks like crazy. I don't know what it is. Loose ball joints or what. It was open to this page. And it's funny that they had to follow this. What were they going to follow if I didn't download this, you know? So, I mean, fails in my mind, fails all over the place with Off-Road Warehouse. Now, it's not my first experience with Off-Road Warehouse. There was another location off of Balboa. I had a run-in with them several years back, trying to install some Bilsteins, and they were what the Bilstein shock did. It utilized the OEM coil and perch and all that stuff. Well, anyway, they put the thing on the perch thing on the bottom of the shock, or the spring. They put it on upside down. So, needless to say, anyway, my spring's completely compressed. My shock's completely extended, and horrible ride. I had to go back. Then they wanted to charge me for their mess up. Very, very shady place. Definitely do not go there. So anyway, I got everything installed. Alignment cams, both sides. Cool, everything seems to work. So now I got the squeak. And I said I'm dealing with BDS. My last video I said I'm dealing with BDS on this. They say, Off-Road Warehouse says it's coming from up here. Then they said it's because I have aftermarket. They said because I have aftermarket isolators. I said, come here, take a look at this. Does this look aftermarket to you? Well, you got a spacer kit up there. Where? Where's my spacer kit up there? Do you guys see a spacer kit up here? And they just installed this, mind you. They just installed this kit. And they know that it's down there. Wow, you know? I just didn't know that. I can understand if they weren't looking at the truck and they just thought I got some random spacer kit. But we're both looking at the truck. So this is, you know, you could tell that the confidence level is just sinking down into the ground further and further with the shop. So anyway, they have no idea where the squeaking's coming from. They don't know anything about anything. And I see all these people rolling in there. Now, if you want to buy some products from them, they have some cool products that they have in stock for actually racing applications, full-on race, you know, Baja stuff and everything. That's, you know, seats and whatever. Just don't, I mean, take my advice, guys, and if you're in Southern California, do not go to Off-Road Warehouse to have anything worked on at all. I kind of want to go back and tell them about my alignment, but I might just go to a reputable alignment place and pay the cash now, because these guys, Off-Road Warehouse, might jack my truck up even more than they already have. So I do have to say they didn't break anything. Thank God. So, I mean, thumbs up to them for not breaking anything on my truck. But as far as being able and being competent enough, I mean, the sales guys, forget it. The sales guys are there to make sales, obviously. But if you try to explain any problems to them, that's why they brought the tech out to talk to me on that Monday when I brought it back, because these guys literally did not know what they're talking about. Then they still said when I left, "Oh, well, you know, you should feel glad that we didn't charge you for the alignment in the cams." I literally wanted to punch one of them. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? We just talked about this 10 times. It's supposed to come in the kit, blah, 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 blah. You got to call BDS and tell them that you didn't receive all the parts in the kit and charge them for it. You know, I don't know why they're making the customer do so much work. And so completely worthless to me. Don't ever go there, guys. The kit's nice though, and everything seems to be all right, but I'm sorry. They're retarded. They're completely retarded. Anyway, that's my rant over Off-Road Warehouse. Do not go there. Off-Road Warehouse, SoCal. Do not go. Later.